Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the forecast for the new moon that's occurring on May 26th or 27th, depending on where you live in the world. We're going to take a look at each life path number and see how these energies could present for you. The energy will probably be most potent around the actual new moon, but you might feel the energy for 2 to 3 days before, 2 to 3 days after. And then a storyline may evolve from that experience. Okay, before we get into the forecast, this is a general forecast. If you would like a personal numerology reading where we look at your own personal numerology and forecasts, please book some time with me. My information is in the description box below, and I would love to work with you. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. Life path number 9, you all are going to be working with the vibration of the 4 and the 5 for this new moon. So this brings in potential change and transformation and something kind of getting shaken up or something needing your attention that has to do with something foundational. Could be around your home, like the actual physical structure of your home. So you could find that maybe your roof is leaking and you need to repair it, or maybe you're going to do some remodeling. This is actually a really good energy to start or initiate remodeling, or to complete remodeling if that's a journey that you've been on. But you could see that come up at this time where you want to make some significant foundational changes, or you might not want to make those significant foundational changes, but the universe has other plans. And so that could be initiated under this energy. You could also see that things around your physical body come up for your attention at this time. And so, you might want to start a different health program, or, maybe you have a medical concern that I would recommend that if it comes to your attention under this cycle, this is an energy where you definitely want to get it checked out and get it taken care of. You don't want to sort of let it go. This is the time that if it's asking for your attention, make sure you give it to it. Also, again, anything sort of foundational might need your attention and need addressing. So you could see things come up now around, that could be quite emotional for you, that have to do with past trauma or past experiences that were difficult to move through, where maybe you suppress some of those emotions and haven't fully worked through it. It could come up for needing more attention at this time to be worked through. This is actually a really beautiful energy to get some kind of healing, or get a reading or seek out therapy, something along those lines that can help you to heal what it is that you need to heal and move through, that can help you to get the tools that you need in order to do so. But there's definitely some kind of change that's needed in some area, some foundational area of your life at this time. And so you can either make those changes by invitation, or you could see things come in again by sort of divine intervention that creates the shakeup and forces you to take action and address it in some way. That is very, very possible. But these changes are not punitive. They're coming in to help you to create a stronger, healthier foundation, right? Whether it's in your life, with your body, with your home, wherever that may be. But this is definitely not a type of energy where, it's going to allow you to just sort of put a Band-Aid on it and move forward. You'll have to address it, take the action, put in the effort, make sure that, you do your due diligence, you take it step by step, you have patience and grace for yourself and the process, and it'll be worth the effort, right? A lot of times when we move through a force cycle, it can require a tremendous amount of effort from us, but that effort is always paid off, right? We always see the rewards of that effort once we reach the goal, once we achieve what it is we're trying to build. So definitely a time where you could see some shakeups around the foundations of your life. And though that can sound intimidating and a little scary, some of these shakeups might bring much needed relief, might, bring clarity and understanding and an opportunity to move in a new direction, an opportunity to do something different that feels much, much better. And so the 5 energy, though it can bring in the shakeups and the changes and the transformations, also brings in the clarity. So you could definitely gain some clarity around a foundational situation. This is also a really perfect time for buying and selling and purchasing, buying and selling and moving locations, right? Changing house. That actually is very much highlighted at this time. So if you were looking to buy or sell or move locations, this is actually, as you're really supported at this time, especially if that move includes travel. For some of you, you might be, completely uprooting your life in some way and moving across the country or across the world, to another country, something like that. That's kind of what this cycle can bring in at times. So, don't be overly impulsive. Definitely take your time. Make sure that the changes that you're making or the changes that you're, deciding on how to move through, you're taking your time, you're doing your due diligence, and you're not rushing the process. And then you'll get the most out of it, and you won't have buyer's remorse once the energy subsides. So I hope it's a great one. A lot to think about around this new moon for you all 9s. I hope it's a great one. Bye for now.